you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Come on. Come on, Chloe. This way. Hi, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. I thought I'd take a walk out back and have a look at see what the bees are doing, where they're getting some of their food from. But I wish the camera had a smell attachment as well as improved sound. I don't know where we're going to get that. I'll have to ask Eric Danboys about that one. But right now you can smell the goldenrod honey being cured. So take a deep breath. It actually is a mixture of goldenrod and something else. It's actually quite not bad smelling at all. Goldenrod can often smell like sweaty socks. There's a hint of that, but it's certainly plenty of smell in the area of curing nectar. So we're certainly getting more and more into a honey flow. So let's walk around the yard and then head out back. The girls know the way to avoid the electric fence. After a couple of yelps, they soon learn what the yellow and black wire means. It's about 85 degrees. Looks like there's some threat of thunderstorms today, but beautiful day. And just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 honeybees on that head of goldenrod. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this head of goldenrod. They are busy. And notice how they've got their tongues right down into the flower, which means they're collecting nectar there, whereas this one is collecting pollen. Starting to get the asters, but these ones aren't really producing anything of right now. This species doesn't seem to. The earliest species of goldenrod is starting to fade, and that's not producing much. What have you found down there, Chloe? I think she's hunting for frogs. You happy, girl? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It really is quite a glorious day. And the bees are busy. These ones are collecting pollen. See how they quickly move through. They're also getting nectar, sticking their tongue into the flowers, collecting nectar. But notice the little bags of pollen on their legs as well. In Maine here, we are blessed with a good deal of goldenrod and asters in the fall. And even if they don't produce much nectar, they almost always produce a lot of pollen. So our bees are certainly able to go into the winter having really had the opportunity to feed up on a lot of good quality pollen. But this year, they seem to be getting a bit of nectar along with it. And here's one of the benefits of having had the wettest July on record. Look at all those blackberries. I just so happen to have brought a bag with me, so I think I'll collect a few of them. Why not? So, the remote sound system means I can also talk here even though I'm away from the camera, which is kind of handy. Now, I think our plan with this lot is to make a blackberry crumble, or at least that's what I've been dreaming about. Quite literally, actually, last night I was dreaming about having a blackberry crumble with these little blackberries we saw last night. So when we were out on a walk last night, you could hear, well, sorry, not hear the bees, you could smell that goldenrod being cured. And I knew, okay, we really do have a flow getting going here. And today is really confirming it. We've got some good heat and the bees are busy, and you can smell it as you're walking around the yard. And there goes Daisy. That's going to make for an interesting video. I'm going to see what that looks like. Or at least to me it'll be interesting. Hope you folks are enjoying it. But, we'll see what the dogs do when my back is turned. There's certainly plenty of thorns on these things. I'm not going to take every single one. But this piece of land is developing very nicely for the bees. I've got 5 acres back here. Obviously I've got the pond, and the area was mostly cleared of trees just before we moved in, and a lot of the understory now has really been growing back nicely for 5 years, and as a result we've got a lot of blackberries, a lot of raspberries, a lot of other berries which I don't know what they are. In fact, I will point them out when I pick this lot. I'm going to point it out, and maybe you can tell me if I'm missing a real opportunity or not, because we've got some beautiful looking berries, but for all I know they're poisonous, so I really don't know what they are. Let's have a look. These things, what are they? There's clearly going to be plenty of purple berries for a little while here as they ripen. I haven't a clue what they are. These are the leaves, but it'd be interesting to know if they're edible or not. But we have loads of them. Obviously the bees were busy pollinating them in the spring as well. But blackberries, goldenrod, weird purple berries, all sorts of stuff, really producing quite a bit. So the bees were clearly busy with that stuff in the spring. Look at all these bees. They are happy girls. Where's Daisy gone, huh, Chloe? What have you done with Daisy? Daisy! Probably in the pond. Oh, nope, There she is. A good girl. Coming when I call you, huh? These ones are a bit smaller, must be a bit drier or stonier underfoot here. So not quite as big as the last ones I was picking there. It's a lovely little walk. I have to come around here with the lawnmower every couple of weeks to keep this path passable. But it does make for a lovely, interesting walk during the all times of year. It will be producing blackberries for a week or two yet. More to ripen. Now, well, this is not going to be a video of just picking berries, so I'll have to finish picking berries, but I do want to make that blackberry crumble. Maybe I'll pause for a minute. Oh, you got a stick, huh? A stick. Oh. Can't help but stopping for more blackberries. They're everywhere. All along this path. Wonderful. Right at the back of the yard now, and it's still thick with bees back here. Very thick with the smell of goldenrod here too. Come out here with a machete. Path is getting a little bit overrun already. It's a bit tough on the legs with short pants on. It's not just honeybees that benefit from this goldenrod. There's a lot of different species on it. A lot more blackberries in there, but I'm not going to crawl through the hedges to get them. I've got enough in the bag already, I think. That on top of the pint I picked yesterday. Oh, some nice ones. Very nice. Banquet for the bees. You two having a good time? You two having a good time? Now, are you going to swim in the pond or the pool? Oh, I think I know. Yep. Can hear them splashing. Yes, the exuberance of youth. Very good. Well, let's head back. Probably got enough blackberries. I'll bet the bees are happy here too, getting all sorts of water from the wet ground. Yeah. It's hard to see them when they're not moving, but there are dozens of bees along the bank here getting water from the moss, which is in the water. Lots and lots of bees. And lots of feeding bees up here too. And here we are, back at the yard. Can actually hear the hum of the bees from here. Just the roar of activity. Come on, let's go back. So, how'd we do for blackberries? Got a fair few in there. Come on, Chloe. Let's head back. Well, the bees aren't normally on the Queen's Anne's lace. If that's what it is, I don't know what that is actually, to be honest. Looks sort of like the Queen's Anne's lace, but I really don't know. all sorts of different stuff out here for them. Dominated by goldenrod, but it's not just that. So that's a stroll through the backyard today. Plenty of activity out there. About a pound of raspberries here. Should make for a nice blackberries rather. That should make for a nice blackberry crumble. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.